Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be working on an Enhancement Shaman. Just like I did in the prior video, I'm going to go over talents, rotation. I'll show you what kind of eye level gear I'm working with, so it kind of gives you an idea of what the damage output looks like. We do have our meters now that things are starting to catch up with Prepatch, you know, all the updates. So we'll be able to see what some meters look like. Yeah, you know, one of the things that I know is going from 10 plus years with just the very simple talent to just pick out of. You get 3 on a row, you pick the best one that's going to suit whatever build you're trying to go for, and then you're out the door. Now with it being all spread out through a tree, it can get really aggressive really fast and be a little overwhelming for a lot of people. So what I did was I built some talent trees that fit what I enjoy about the game and what feels good to me, but I feel like they could also help a lot of other people. As an example, with my survival hunter, I did a video on him showing him he was all AOE, because that's where a survival hunter really shines. That's where they're the most fun, is just proccing bombs and just mass AOE damage, right? But the good thing about Enhancement Shaman is it's got really strong single target and really strong AOE capabilities, even in a single build, which is what I feel like I've kind of built here. Again, this is what feels good to me. It might not min-max to be the best output damage for single target or for AOE, but what I can tell you is I strongly feel that this build could go into any raid or any mythic plus all the way through your 15s to get your KSMs or your 20 keys even. Maybe a little tweaking to get up into 20 keys to really maximize that damage, but at least getting you to KSM M plus 15s, you will have excellent damage. And it will feel good, it'll feel natural. So let's get into the video. All right, so the first thing we're gonna go over is this gear really quick. It's mostly LFR gear. Still got some 236 pieces on, 226, 236. He's always been an alt, but I gotta tell you, the way he feels, this guy might become one of my primary tunes that I roll through Dragonflight. Unfortunately with the gear, it's kind of a mix match. I know we're really looking for haste verse, and then, you know, mastery crit, but unfortunately mine's a little backwards. But you know, it's still going to give you a basic idea of what this damage is going to look like. So that's the gear we're rolling on this guy. Talents. Oh, the talent. Now keep in mind, we're missing 10 points from getting to level 70 in Dragonflight, so I'm working with what I'm working with at the current stage. Everything is pretty platonic midway down the shaman points list until we get halfway down. When we get halfway down, instead of me going for totems and ancestral guidance, I wanted some more fillers in downtime between your cooldowns for Lava Lash, Storm Strike, and if they're not proccing any chain damage, chain lightning, or you know, even lightning bolt or lava burst. I wanted something that I could use as a filler, because I don't feel like using my feral spirit or using my my elemental is the play in the filler. I feel like, because then you know, then you're looking at dropping a Wind Fury totem so that your offhand can hit twice, and party members do aid from that. But again, this is something that just feels good to me. So I like having the fillers with having, you know, Thunderstorm and Fire Nova in between those CDs, so that I'm constantly doing something and putting down damage, and it's really big AOE damage, and it's still good damage towards single target. So that's the route I took on the shaman side. Now on the enhancement, I went with Sundering for that AOE, and again, any kind of single target. I did not go with Wind Fury Totem. Instead, I put in Storm Flurry. So Storm Strike has a 25% chance to strike the target, an additional time for 40% of the normal damage. This effect can chain off itself. So I really felt like that was a really nice passive to just throw on, instead of having another non-damaging effect I had to put down in fights. That 1 second of having to press another key, or even if you have it like cast sequenced onto a single key, double tapping, that still takes that kind of time. You could have been putting a much stronger damage, direct damage ability down on an enemy, so, or a pack. So I decided to go with the Storm Flurry and stay with the Feral Spirits. Keeping those Feral Spirits coming up in those CDs every minute was really really good. For me, it feels natural. Of course, we buffed the Lava Lash. We also, instead of going with Hailstorm, I went with Fire Nova, putting that burst of AOE. A lot of AOE on this guy, but it feels really good. So I'm not, essentially I can go into any pack solo or even in a group setting and still put down some really strong damage. Ashen Catalyst, each time Flame Shock deals periodic damage, it increased the damage of your next Lava Lash by 12%. So obviously, if you guys don't know, you dot something with a flame shot as you're going in, whether it's a single target or it's a pack. You pick your target, you flame shock them, go right into Crash Lightning, because Crash Lightning is going to deal some nature damage. It's going to hit multiple targets, so it's a nice AOE. But what it does is it starts the buff process for your Lava Lash and your Storm Strike to start getting you those Maelstroms. So I go right into those. By that time, it's usually already procced. If it hasn't from there, your fillers like Frost Shock, and here we go with Thunderstorm and Fire Nova, Sundering, those are going to get that proc up for you. And then once I get that proc, then I'm hitting my Feral Spirit, which is also going to proc it again for another Chain Lightning if it's multiple, or if it's single target, Lava Burst. If your Lava Burst is still on CD from the first one, Lightning Bolt, and you can rinse repeat. Also, depending on the fight, I hold on to, I call them Pebbles, my elemental. I call them Pebbles. I hold on to Pebbles until either A, we are in the meat of that fight, to kind of help if you're starting to run low and you're in heavy CDs at that point, and you just need to continue to put down damage. That's when I throw him in. Usually by the time he's done, I've got my spirits back up and I'm back off those CDs, and we're keeping damage going the whole time. So again, what I'll do for you guys is I will drop my import code to this build into the description down below for you, so that you can play with this yourself and see how you like it. And if you think it's a vibe, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think and how it feels for you. So let's show you guys what it looks like. By the way, guys, we're going to be using my cool Terran Shaman. His name is Beers. He's Brewmaster Beers. And yeah, he beats the hell out of people with his Tankards of Terror. All right, let's get it. Okay. So we open. There we go. Chain Lightning. And we're right back into it. I haven't even used Sunder yet. Chain Lightning. We'll go ahead and throw our spirits on. All right. I actually screwed up right there. I should have used chain and I didn't. So this is what I was referring to, coming into those cooldowns where things are on CD but we're back up. There's very rare moments where you're in a cooldown scenario. And you're seeing I'm staying pretty constant with 3 targets in front of me. Staying pretty constant at about 12 to 13k. It feels good, and we're not giga chatted out on gear with this character. Always have a button to push, which feels nice. Spirits are back up as Pebbles is coming down. And this will usually get you through most fights unless you're in raid. If you're in raid, obviously you're going to be rotating through this quite a bit, and you're going to be dodging, different abilities. All right. So we stuck around 13.5k damage with this build, chat. And that's with 250 gear. You know, we're not at 304. God, if I was at 304, we'd be staring at a much bigger number. This feels good. It feels natural. There's always a button of pressure, always putting down some AOE, and that was on 3 targets. Imagine pulling a pack of 5 or a pack of 6 or something like that. You're really going to start dumping some big damage. Last night I was running him through the faded raids on LFR, and there were some pack pulls, guys. I was hitting 35k, 40k with lower gear than what he has on now, because I was accruing this gear through the LFR. So, like, you know, just kind of playing with this rotation, wanting to feel how it would feel on pack pulls and single targets. It feels good. It feels natural. And I really encourage you guys to take some time, play with this, see how you like it. It gets rid of the whole concept of having to throw a totem down every time. I still have certain totems, you know, that I can use. I still have the, you know, I still have my totem, the capacitor totem to do a full group shock. I still have my healing stream totem to drop down for the group so that you can get some heals out passively. You still got a lot of those going on, but it's not a total build built around your totems. It's more around your damage and outputting as much damage you can for yourself, with it still feeling really good. So that's really it, guys. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them down below. Play with this build yourself. If you find a better way to do this build, hit me up, let me know, because I'd really love to hear your thoughts or what you think might improve, because I'm enjoying this build on a shaman so much that this guy might be one of my mains going into Dragonflight. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate you. If you enjoyed it, hit the like, drop a comment, subscribe. We're trying to get 1,000 subscriptions on this channel, and I really appreciate everybody that's already done it. Appreciate the views. We'll see you next time. We'll be doing another one here soon. Take care. Peace.